First Chronicles chapter 26, verse 1. These are the divisions of the gatekeepers. From the Korahites, there was Meshlemiah, son of Kori, of the family of Abiasaph. Verse 2. The sons of Meshlemiah were Zechariah, the oldest, Jedaiah the second, Zebadiah the third, Jathniel the fourth. Verse 3. Eliam the fifth, Johanan the sixth, Elionai the seventh. Verse 4. The sons of Obed-Edom, also gatekeepers, were Shemaiah the oldest, Jehozabad the second, Joah the third, Sakar the fourth, Nathaniel the fifth. Verse 5. Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh, and Paulathai the eighth. God had richly blessed Obed-Edom. Verse 6. Obed-Edom's sons, Shemaiah, had sons with great ability, who earned positions of great authority in the clan. Verse 7. Their names were Othni, Raphael, Obed, and Elzabad. Their relatives Elihu and Shemakiah were also very capable men. Verse 8. All of these descendants of Obed-Edom, including their sons and grandsons, 62 of them in all, were very capable men, very qualified for their work. Verse 9. Meshlemiah's 18 sons and relatives were also very capable men. Verse 10. Hoshea of the Merari clan appointed Shimri as the leader among his sons, though he was not the oldest. Verse 11. His other sons included Hilkiah the second, Tebaliah the third, and Zechariah the fourth. Hoshea's sons and relatives who served as gatekeepers numbered 13 in all. Verse 12. These divisions of gatekeepers were named for their family leaders, and like the other Levites, they served at the house of the Lord. Verse 13. They were assigned by the families for guard duties at the various gates without regard to age or training, for it was all decided by means of sacred laws. Verse 14. The responsibility for the east gate went to the Meshlemiah and his group. The north gate was assigned to his son Zechariah, a man of unusual wisdom. Verse 15. The south gate went to Obed-Edom, and his sons were put in charge of the storehouse. Verse 16. Shuppim and Hushah were assigned the west gate and the gateway leading up to the temple. Guard duties were divided evenly. Verse 17. 6 Levites were assigned each day to the east gate, 4 to the north gate, 4 to the south gate, and 2 pairs at the storehouse. Verse 18. 6 were assigned each day to the west gate, 4 to the gateway leading to the temple, and 2 to the courtyard. Verse 19. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers from the clans of Korah and Merari. Verse 20. Other Levites, led by Ahijah, were in charge of the treasuries of the house of God and the treasuries of the gates dedicated to the Lord. Verse 21. From the family of Libni, in the clan of Gershon, Jahiel was the leader. Verse 22. The sons of Jahiel, Zitham, and his brother Joel were in charge of the treasuries of the house of the Lord. Verse 23. These are the leaders that descended from Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. Verse 24. From the clan of Amram, Shebuel was a descendant of Gershom, son of Moses. He was the chief officer of the treasuries. Verse 25. His relatives through Eliezer were Rehabiah, Jeshiah, Joram, Zachary, and Sholomoth. Verse 26. Sholomoth and his relatives were in charge of the treasuries containing the gifts that King David, the family leader, and the generals and captains and other officers of the army had dedicated to the Lord. Verse 27. These men dedicated some of the plunder they had gained in battle to maintain the house of the Lord. Verse 28. Shelomoth and his relatives also cared for the gift dedicated to the Lord by Samuel the seer, Saul son of Kish, Abner son of Ner, and Joab son of Zeruiah. All the other dedicated gifts were in their care too. Verse 29. From the clan of Izhar came Kenaniah. He and his sons were given administrative responsibility over Israel as officials and judges. Verse 30. From the clan of Hebron came Hashabiah. He and his relatives, 1,700 capable men, were put in charge of the Israelites' land west of the Jordan River. They were responsible for all matters related to the things of the Lord and the service of the king in that area. Verse 31. Also from the clan of Hebron came Jariel, who was the leader of the Hebronites. According to the genealogical records, in the 40th year of King David's reign, a search was made in the records, and capable men from the clan of Hebron were found at Jaziel in the land of Gilead. Verse 32. There were 2,700 capable men among the relatives of Jariel. King David sent them to the east side of the Jordan River and put them in